Hello? Am I back now? YouTube chat room? Is the YouTube chat room here with us now? I know Twitch chat can hear me just fine. Uh-huh, kinda? What does kinda mean? Oh, there it is. Okay. See, on my screen, I straight up could not see the,
I'm so fucking bad.
the bad one. Sorry, I couldn't see the video feed going out. Now I'm seeing it. I could see you guys responding, but I couldn't see that anything was actually connected. So it was a little weird for a second there. But I see it now. Okay. Hello. Less than 10 minutes into stream, my ISP has a little whoopsie daisy. Causes the whole YouTube stream to get shut down. Bitches. Bitches, I tell you. Anyway. We're back. In case I delete the first VOD from the playlist, because it was honestly just like 5 minutes of me running and rambling about nothing. We're just going for Jill's diary, collecting things. You know how it is. Doesn't have fail over internet. You know how expensive that shit is? So I did run here, but I didn't grab the memo, because of course I didn't. Rob, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. No, the YouTube stream dies if it doesn't have connection within like a certain amount of time. It will auto stop the stream, which is annoying as shit. I need to try to find some way to get that disabled. Could ask my partner manager if there's any way to do it. Can we still do dad jokes? Not without risk of getting banned for terrible humor, which is a completely legitimate ban reason. By the way. Dad jokes are a warranted ban, if you ask me. What have I missed these past 10 days? Anything fun? So much fun. We have fun every day. We're never not having fun here. Well, I'm trying to get my new chat up on my phone. It keeps just opening the VOD that just died. God damn it, it did it again. So basically that's a paddling. I didn't say that. Why are the VODs moving? I missed that. Oh, just because I don't want to flood sub feeds. I'm still going to stream on this one. But I just don't want people who are here for the videos, which is the vast majority of people subscribe to the channel, to have their sub feeds filled with one stream a day. And then when I schedule stuff, like 3 streams at the top or whatever it is. Yeah, it's just cleaning things up a little. Sectioning things off a bit. I'm getting more into the flow of managing multiple YouTube channels now. So, moving stuff over is just the best way to do it, probably. Although I've been so busy, Chole VODs has been struggling. Yeah. Only the enhanced kind. The videos are bounces? What? I bet the Ravens Guy Nest has it easier. What, with managing the YouTube channel? I bet that the Ravens Nest guy wants to upload more, but crazy shit has been happening lately, so he has not had the time to really get things moving. That's what I bet. You think the lack of item boxes in Zero is one of the major reasons people didn't enjoy it? Kind of. Okay, I think the lack of item boxes gets more shit than it probably should, but it definitely doesn't help. RE0 has a lot of problems. A lot of them that are more significant than the lack of item boxes. But the item box thing just stands out so much that I feel like it gets blamed a lot, even though it's really not that big of a deal if you really start to break it down. I think Zero's bigger issues are like the pacing is bad. The level design in a lot of the areas is not great. It's just hard. Just really frustratingly difficult at times. I think that there are much bigger problems with Zero than the item boxes, or I guess the lack thereof. Videos are a bonus? No, the videos are the main thing. I am just leaving now. Yeah, I went and got the, yeah, okay, I got Dario's memo, so I can leave now. Special game mode in RE1 Remake where the boxes aren't linked. Yeah, because that was the original intent with the item boxes. Funny enough. In RE1's design doc, they specified that the boxes would store your item like in that location, and then if you ever needed it again, you would have to go back to that specific item box to pick it up. Which I am glad they changed that in development, because RE1 would not flow as smoothly as it does if that was the case. RE1's pacing would be really hurt by that. There it is. Yeah, just stare at the brick wall, Jill. All posed up, hand on your hip. What's the other one? Right here. I don't like how I was lined up there. Ooh, okay. Would be a cool option for like a hard difficulty. Yeah, that's what it is in RE1 Remake. I think you unlock it by beating hard mode? I don't remember how you unlock it. But it's an unlockable difficulty in Remake, where the item boxes aren't connected. Because, you know, RE1 Remake's the GOAT. Stick that in. Stick the power cable in. And we're good.
It looks like we're ready to go.
Oh, it's just from doing
Here,
Chris
take
and
this.
Jill on normal back-to-back. Is it really? I thought it was from hard mode. But maybe that's just because, like, every
Okay.
time I've played RE1
Nikolai
Remake,
won't
I didn't do this for the
join us.
review,
I understand.
but typically when I revisit it, I do Chris on
I'll
normal
operate
mode
the cable
first,
car.
and then I do
Let's go.
Jill on hard mode as a follow-up. I swear I normally unlock it. Is it just from doing Chris and Jill back-to-back? Does difficulty matter even? Oh, yeah, it's just unlocked after completing once again.
It's
Okay.
looking good.
So it is just, you just have to play both. It doesn't matter what difficulty. That's probably why I thought it was from hard mode. Because I always get it after playing hard mode.
Mikhail!
You know what, chat? Just because I got this big fuck you stick with me, I'm not running from the big baby.
Mikhail!
I'm gonna show this big baby what's up. Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought.
Jill, get out of the cable car now!
Mikhail, wait, don't!
Get out of here! Hurry!
This new on-screen chat really gonna out my first words like that? Yeah, it's because originally this was just gonna be my chat that I use to read, but then instead of going through and making like a whole new vertical chat box, just one day on stream I randomly said, you know what, I could just throw the chat box that I read on screen. It's already vertical. It's already formatted mostly how I want it. It has some extra stuff that's just for me, but that doesn't really matter. So here we are. Highlighted messages and all. Jumping out the window this time.
It's useless.
Chat boxes are so 2020. Not this one. This one's custom. This one just runs on, what's it called? C#. It's pretty nice. So that Bloodborne 10th anniversary, huh? She just said, I talked right over her. She would have, that one could get turned up a bit, but she just said, and I quote, I am one fertile motherfucker. In case you were wondering what that was. Boosh. Boosh. Stay back. Sounds like I got him. Yeah, Sony and their whole acting like Bloodborne doesn't exist thing. Aside from that one video last year. What was that again? It was just like celebrating, I think it was 30 years of PlayStation, if I'm not mistaken. And they had a Bloodborne clip at the end of it, and everyone was like, oh my god, they acknowledged that this game exists, and that's the last time that they did it. Ever since then, it's been back to just acting like there is no Bloodborne. Maybe they're just hoping that it will go the way of the Hollow Knight Silk Song, right? And everyone will just forget because it took so long. Everyone will just be like, oh, it's okay. It's just not happening, I guess. Whatever. Silk Song! Makes me so sad that that game is not real. Okay. So I need to go to the main hall and get the operation instruction. That's my next document for Jill's diary.
Carlos!
Jill aiming the RPG at him is awesome.
Well, we both managed to survive. Maybe we can start helping each other again.
How do you feel about
Yeah,
one dangerous
rough.
zombie in RE1 Remake?
But we can
One
rest
dangerous
now.
zombie is so stupid. I don't
No,
want to have to
we're
play
the
it.
only ones left. There's
I'm
no
gonna
rest
have
for the
to,
wicked.
but I don't want to.
Here's a gift for you.
Freeze rounds, that's right. Oh, hold on. Oh, stop, Jill. We need to go to the main hall first. I almost just went and found the document in that room. Aren't there 2 documents in here, though? Isn't that kind of the problem? This is why I saved right when I got here. Ah, operation instruction. Badass. Oh, and then we go back into the library for the thing in there. Okay. Invisible zombies mode. It's just one invisible zombie at the very least, but I'm still not looking forward to it. Oh wait, no. Okay, I was getting mixed up, chat. No. Okay, hold on. One dangerous zombie is kind of stupid, but it's fine. The one that I hate is the invisible zombie mode. That shit's terrible. I was getting them confused. And I was like, oh yeah, there's the one invisible zombie. No. I was getting them mixed up in my head. We're getting another RE1 remake? No. You stop that. Don't even get people started on this. You stop. Next one is in like the back clock tower room. No, the invisible enemies mode in RE1 remake is so dumb. Could we do 100% in all the games, but we skip that part? Just that one. I'll play Survivor. I'll 100% Survivor 2 even. Just don't make me do the invisible zombies in RE1 remake, please. Don't make me do it. Oops. God, there's so much shit stocked up. You don't even fully realize until you're just scrolling through all of it. Infinite ammo runs are wild. You know what's crazy? These PS1 REs were made with a handful of peeps. Now you have over 100 employees pumping out mid-games. This was made with way more than a handful of developers. Like, even in the 90s, AAA studios had a lot of employees. Oh, okay, birds. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Leave me alone. Stop. Had less than they do now. I mean, sure, if you compare them to, like, the biggest ones, but you could find plenty of AAA studios in the industry right now who had less developers than, like, late 90s Capcom. Wait, no, don't I have some reds? Hold on. We're not going for time here. But I also just generally disagree with, like, the games these days are bad sentiment. I generally just think that, like, if you don't have any modern games that have come out that you enjoy, if you find yourself in the mindset that they're all shit, I think you just need to branch out and try some new games, because there's plenty out there that you will inevitably love that you probably just haven't given a shot yet. I'm gonna pull out a bunch of these right here, right? We're gonna pull out some blues. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I want it nice and neat. Nice. Nice. 2024 was an absolutely stacked year. Bro, 2024 was pretty alright, but dude, talk about 2023. So many incredible games in 2023. And just the whole way through the year, I had people coming into chat being like, man, all modern games are so bad and lazy. Meanwhile, I'm literally sitting there streaming like Baldur's Gate 3 when they're saying it to me. It was crazy. Or like Armored Core 6. Or fuck, I don't know. There were so many good ones in 2023. RE4 Remake was 2023, just early on. What else did I play that year? I'm trying to think. Was that Cyberpunk expansion? I think it was. Phantom Liberty was that year. The Dead Space remake. I'm trying to remember. There was more. How do we monetize that? I feel like you guys just aren't playing games that you enjoy. I feel like if you're just... Because, like, sure, a lot of them do have a lot of microtransactions, but most of them don't. Hold on. Video games of 2023. Oh my god, Tears of the Kingdom. Final Fantasy 16, Street Fighter 6, Spider-Man 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Jedi Survivor, ran like shit, fun game. Lies of P, Dredge, Hogwarts Legacy, Alan Wake 2, Atomic Heart. Dead Island 2 was mid, but that was that year. It was solid enough. And a lot of other stuff that I didn't play. Like everything that I just read off and was like, oh yeah, this was good, this was good. Like that was the stuff I played. But then like I haven't played Cocoon yet, but that game looks amazing. I didn't play Remnant 2, but I want to at some point. Pikmin 4, Pizza Tower, Blasphemous 2. What else is in here? There's so much. That Immortals of Avium game did not look great to me. The weird, like, EA Magic FPS game. That did not look good to me. It's on the list. That was just 2023, man. It was so wild. Seems cool so far. So good. 7 Rebirth, 2024, but yeah, like there have been so many great games the last couple years. I genuinely feel like if you haven't had any modern releases that you've really enjoyed, it's probably just a great time to branch out and like try a sort of game or maybe a franchise that you haven't before. Because we've been in a pretty good period, especially for like single player games. But I think a lot of people just are trying to stick to like the couple franchises that they grew up with. And if those aren't as good as they used to be, then they kind of conflate it with the entire industry. I got Remnant 2. It's good and it's got crossplay. Yeah, I want to play Remnant 2. Because it looks like a game that is just so my kind of game. But there was just so much coming out in 23 that I had to skip a bunch of stuff. Oh, hello. That's a lot of you. Hold on. I got a rocket for each of you. Slow down. Love this thing. Absolute gems in the indie market. Yeah, a lot of the ones that I read that I'm like, I want to play this, but I haven't gotten to it yet, were the indies from that year. Oh yeah, that Terminator 2 side-scroller that they just announced looks super cool. Like, not even my kind of game, but I love Terminator 2 because... of course I do. And that looks awesome. I don't even think I'll really play it. It's just not my thing. But, like, it looks so cool. It looks like it's one of those things where if you do get into, like, the side-scroller genre, that would be so good. Because, like, the pixel art and everything and the animation work was amazing in the trailer they showed off. I've heard Split Fiction is great. I've heard too. It obviously hasn't drummed up as much, like, hype as, what was it? As It Takes Two, that's what it's called. But it looks pretty great from what I've seen. Speaking of remakes, what's your opinion on the new Snow White movie? I honestly could not care less. I didn't have any interest in Snow White when I was a kid. I certainly don't now, and I'm just not the kind of person to jump in on like culture war stuff that I frankly don't care about. Honestly, I have like no opinion on it. I have no reason to really care, frankly. Snow White is too cheesy. I wasn't a Disney princess kid. Most boys my age weren't, right? Like when I was a kid and all the Disney princess stuff was like huge with girls my age, but like the boys? No, I wasn't watching like Snow White or Sleeping Beauty. Like those were not the movies I was growing up with personally. I saw a couple of them because I had a younger sister. So I saw like The Little Mermaid. I didn't love it, but I saw it. Okay. So yeah, like I never cared about the Disney princess stuff when I was little. I liked Mulan. Mulan was good. Mulan was good. That was one that I saw because of my sister, and I actually liked that one. Grown men get their Disney experience from Kingdom Hearts. I haven't played that either. Toy Story's good, but that's a whole different category. Toy Story was goated. I grew up with Toy Story. And like Shrek. Trying to think of the animated movies when I was a kid that I loved. Shrek was a little later, I think. But not too much later. I never actually saw Road to El Dorado. I've never seen it once. Which is weird, because I've come to realize that like everyone has seen that movie. Who's like my age. Everyone like grew up with that movie. Who's around my age. And I just never saw it, weirdly. Yeah, Cars. Cars was good. I liked Cars.
Are you playing so hard to get, baby boy? I'm not. I'm playing Mass Effect.
I liked Star Wars. I liked a whole bunch of them. But I wasn't a princess. Wasn't a big princess dude growing up, which might come as a shock. I was never the biggest Snow White fan to begin with. So like even if the remake was a good remake of Snow White, I still wouldn't care. I would have no reason to care. I gotta use the cord. Real gamers use the cord. Imagine discovering you're tone deaf by getting stuck on the RE3 music puzzle. That's an oddly specific one, Tass. You got something you need to share? Something you need to get off your chest? That would be the worst puzzle if you were like legitimately tone deaf. Could you stop weaving my rockets, please? Good lord, man. Nice taunt. I saw a comment that said it was hard once. Oh no. I kind of liked Rogue One. I did like Rogue One. Not even kinda. I mean, it's not like perfect. I think it's a little boring at parts. Like its pacing is very weird for sure. I'm not going outside yet. No, I have to go back, right? No, I liked Rogue One. It's a little boring at times, but I liked it. I really liked Andor when that came out a couple years ago. I really liked Andor. We're talking about Star Wars? A little bit. I'm just talking about... Or I was talking about... Someone asked, like, what I thought about the Snow White remake. And I just... I don't really have any thoughts on it. I hear the chick is really annoying who's playing Snow White. I don't really care about Snow White. Didn't grow up watching the movie. Wasn't a big princess kid. I was just talking about stuff I grew up on, and I said Star Wars is part of it. I didn't like princesses when I was little. You know what I liked when I was a kid? Resident Evil. Halo. John Halo. What else did I really... Oh, Silent Hill, the first one. I didn't play 2 or 3 until way later. Duke Nukem? No, I didn't play Duke when I was a kid. Yeah, COD. When COD 4 came around. What was that? 2007? COD. I did like COD. Tomba? I don't know Tomba. I've heard it before. Like the name, but I don't even know anything about it aside from I've heard the name. MK and Tekken. I didn't play any fighting games until like, what was the first one I really played? MK9 when that came out, I think was like, chat. Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. When did MK9 come out? Because that was like the first fighting game I really played. 2011. Much prefer tuna. Look, if I get to choose whatever, I'm also going to choose like tuna or salmon, personally. Don't be sleeping on the salmon now. Good, nice cut of fresh salmon. That's some good shit. That's some good shit. Talking about fish. I almost ran outside again, like out the front door, because I forgot how this works. Too distracted by fish. Did I grab the note back there? Yes, the Merc's pocketbook. After that, next one is in the hospital, which makes sense. Salmon all the way, especially smoked. Tuna is okay conditionally. Here's the thing. I learned how to cook salmon when I was like really learning how to cook in college. And I make a pretty solid salmon dinner. But I'm not huge on cooked salmon. I get my salmon fix in the form of sushi, which I wish I got more sushi in my life. But man, let me tell you, okay? Minnesota, we're not close to the ocean by any stretch. North, south, west, east, none of it. None of it. We are not close to the ocean at all. So when I lived in Florida, I got used to having like the freshest, best sushi straight from the ocean. Takes like an hour to get from the ocean where it's caught to the city. And then they like cut it up that day in sushi restaurants. And it was cheap there too because it was so easily available. I could go get like amazing rolls for like $7, right? Here in Minnesota, I pay out the ass. I pay like $20 for a sushi roll, right? And it's kind of shit. Like, it's not bad, but like, it's not fresh. It's just the most mid, like, sushi. It's, no.
It's finally
no.
over.
Didn't you get sick the last time you ate sushi? I did, up here. Which end of Florida? In Orlando. You eat raw fish? Yeah. But yeah, me and my buddies went to all-you-can-eat sushi here in Minnesota. Bad idea. We all were like, you know, this is about as good as like the actual sushi restaurants, and we paid like $10 for all-you-can-eat instead of paying like $20 for the roll. Right? So we all ate a ton. And we all got sick. One sushi roll isn't enough. No. When I say a roll, it's not like a literal like single piece of it, like a single little circular piece. Not like that. When you say a roll, you mean like the whole order. So like 8 to 12 pieces of that, depending on the restaurant you're eating at. 8 on the low end, 12 on the high end, typically. I actually have seen one nice place that I went to in Florida to get sushi on a date.
Hang in there. What have I
Their
done?
rolls were a little more
I'm sorry,
expensive,
Jill.
and they were
Please,
only
wake
6
up.
pieces for a roll. That's the least I've ever seen in like an order of sushi roll. Was 6.
October 1st, night. I woke up to the sound of falling rain. I can't believe I'm still alive.
Why are the seafood items still expensive in countries and cities that have open oceans? I have no idea. I live in the fucking upper Midwest.
Carlos?
It looks like our roles have been
One roll
reversed
equals
from when we
one log.
originally met, huh?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jill. This
That's the
chapel is
easiest way to
safe.
put it, sure.
I've been infected by the virus, haven't I?
But yeah, I got so spoiled
Hey,
eating good sushi for
take
pretty
it
cheap in
easy.
Florida. And
I'm
then moved
okay.
back up here.
Don't feel any pain.
And I used to eat sushi up here
that's what
on
bothers
occasion
me.
because it is a lot more
If
expensive
I
up here.
can't feel anything, then what does that mean?
But now whenever I do, I'm like, you know,
Don't give up, Jill. I'll
just
take
not worth
care
it.
of you. Whatever you do, don't let that virus beat you.
so does Carlos get the rocket launcher? Of course he does. God bless you, Carlos. How about steak? Don't get me started on my steak rant. It's already too late. It's already begun. Steak? Hear me out, chat, okay? Steak is fine. Tastes good. But it's, for me, it's not like amazing. It's not like one of the best foods out there for me by any means. Like, not even close. And it's so fucking expensive to get a decent steak anywhere. So steak is one of those foods that I never order it or anything because like it's not worth it. I pay out the ass for food that I'm like, yeah, this is all right. Oh, I'm missing. I was reading chat. You ever eat a military MRE? No. Those are so expensive to buy, like, on the internet or anything. And I hear they're not good. so outside of, like, the experience, I just wouldn't. How many times do I need to go bankrupt? For Gen 1 Armored Core, it's 6 times to get all the upgrades. And it's kind of weird the way that Gen 1 does it, because you get like the radar on your first bankruptcy, but that's all you get. And then you don't get anything more until like your 3rd or your 4th time. And then you get like a couple of upgrades on that specific loop. And then like the 5th loop, you once again get nothing for it. And the 6th one, you get like the final upgrade. It's really weird in Gen 1. But it's 6 times to get all of it. I think food in general is just cheap in Japan. Most things are cheaper compared to the US, at least, like from my perspective personally. Most things are cheaper in Japan because Japan has lower wages on average. That's part of why when I was talking about how I could move there and be like 3 times as wealthy as I am right now just for having moved there, it's because A, I get paid in USD through this whole internet thing, right? And then B, after I've made the conversion from USD to yen, because wages are lower in Japan, costs are lower, just because that's economics when you're not in an economy that's struggling. So genuinely, like, the US dollar goes like 3 times as far. I think it's more like 2.9 times as far as it does in the US in Japan. And that's where I was talking about, like, it would be so cheap for me to live there because I would still be getting paid in USD through YouTube and everything. It's just that the money would literally go nearly 3 times as far. The same amount of money, but I could genuinely be like 3 times as wealthy as I am right now. Granted, then there are all the other complications of moving to and living in Japan as a foreigner, but it would be so much cheaper. How are the corporations in Japan? Like, to work for? What do you mean, how are they?
Are you playing so hard to get, baby boy? I'm not. I'm playing Mass Effect.
Because if you mean, like, how are they to work for? They are notoriously brutal, like, to be an employee of. Japan's work culture makes the United States work culture look like we are lazy. And we are already known to have one of the more intense work cultures globally. I need that note. I almost missed it. I would not want to live in Japan, especially as a foreigner. I don't know. I don't know. If I was a streamer like you and single, I'd move to some Asian or Eastern European nation, get a hot girlfriend, and live like a wealthy man. It genuinely is. It's a very tempting prospect, just because it literally is like, my money just goes so much further. I don't even have to like make more money to live more comfortably, right? I just have to move, which is tempting. Because I could absolutely, you know, work my ass off for another 5 years to start making more money. Or I could just move, all right? It's a tempting offer, to say the least. Oh, I can't even open my inventory right now. Is it because there's leeches on me? Is that how this works, Capcom? It is. Why does it work like that, Capcom? That's because of toxic workplaces in the US. Yeah, that's the thing. Workplaces in Japan make our workplaces look overwhelmingly friendly. They're... No. Doctor's body. He's holding a slip. 104. Okay. No, the work culture in Japan is significantly worse than it is here. Like, the general expectation there is that you stay a good couple hours past the time that your shift ends just because, and you don't get paid extra for it, but you stay because it looks good if you stay, and if you actually leave at the time that your shift ends, then you're generally seen as lazy, not hardworking.
What's going on?
Because you leave when you're no longer on the schedule.
That's all you need to know.
Wait!
They do it voluntarily? No, they do it because of like the social expectation. It's because if you don't do it, you're seen as a poor employee. And your odds of getting let go up significantly. So social expectations are rough in Japan. They're not, like, in general, I think that a lot of, like, the social expectations in Japan do get overplayed from what I've been studying and really looking into, but because, like, a lot of the time, every time pretty much that I look into it further and look into, like, accounts from people who have been there for decades as foreigners, they're like, yeah, no, like, general social expectations are nowhere near as bad as people tend to say they are, but workplace is bad. More formal social encounters can be pretty bad. Here, they're not huge fans of foreigners. It kind of depends where you live. If you're in a more touristy area, then, like, yeah. Because, you know, tourists have a reputation in Japan. For good reason. But from what I know from a friend who has been living there for a couple years, he lives way out in the countryside, and he's like, yeah, I've never had, like, any crazy issues with it. It's more, if you're in, like, a big touristy city like Tokyo or Osaka or something like that, then it's going to be, you're going to get a lot more of that. Oh God, what was the number? 104? But even then, like, I know Jared from Avalanche Reviews has been living in Tokyo for like 2 years now, I think. And from what he says, like, he really hasn't had any crazy, like, negative encounters or anything like that living in Tokyo yet. Like, for him, it's been pretty chill. And his Japanese was not even very good when he first moved there. I think he was, like, about where I'm at currently when he moved there. That being studying for, like, N4 level. If you know anything about Japanese. And I think his wife was further behind than he was. But he was like, yeah, no, people were surprisingly accommodating with us, actually. Why did he move to Japan? I think he and his wife just really wanted to. Like, genuinely. I think that they just went there because it was like a dream sort of thing, right? I think you're okay if you're not obnoxious and respect their culture. It seems that way, actually. Like, it really does kind of seem like if you approach it with some humility and you're just, you know, very mindful of who you are and where you are, then it's perfectly fine. As long as you're not pulling a Johnny Somali, you should be all right. Yeah. Uh-oh, can't see. He's still alive. I was listening after the second one and I didn't hear anything until right before he was in front of me. I remember seeing a video of an American dude walking into a store in Japan, one that doesn't have a cashier, and just stealing from the store like he was in the US. Dude deadass recorded himself stealing. Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm sure that went well. Hold on a second. If I'm... Oh no, there's only one document left in the hospital. Right? I don't have it already, just to double check. No. Where is this document, though? Oh, there it is. I was like, I know it's in here somewhere. I remember enough. There it is. Medical instruction manual. Okay. Still in order so far. Oh no, I have to put the base in. Yeah. God damn it. I don't know about Europe, though. I really can't see myself living in Europe. Nope, not that one. Do I want the first one again? Wait a minute. No. Oh, no, that's not what I thought that did. It's so close. It's just one little difference. Definitely not that one. Gonna be the last thing I try. Oh, or not. Hold on. Eventually, it's just gonna work. Whoa. There we go. Anywhere but France should be fine. This might sound weird, but I feel like Europe is like too laid back for me. Oh, go. Just not fucking with them. Would I ever go to China for like a trip? Yeah. There's so much like amazing shit to see in China, but I would never live there. No. Too laid back is crazy. I feel like it is like too, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. The Balkans aren't laid back? Okay, well, the Balkans are a little different. From where I have been in Europe, which is not a lot of it, but from where I have been, the place that I liked the most, particularly in terms of like the people, was 100% Greece. The people in Greece were so great. Because like Athens, but when I was going like way out in Greece, like Olympia, Delphi kind of areas, man, the people were amazing in Greece. I fucking loved the people I encountered there. Oh. Oh shit. We're already going. Yeah, okay. Have massive differences where you go. Yeah, I don't know. The people I liked the least... Here, I'm starting wars. The people I liked the least in Europe, again, from where I've been, the Netherlands. Didn't like them. I don't think I encountered a friendly person there. At least in my short time there. Spain. Haven't been to Spain. Aboosh. Aboosh. Oops, god damn it, no. Kind of do the don't bother me and we won't bother you thing. I kind of prefer that over anything else. Like in terms of just general interaction. But I don't know, man. Greece, like once you leave the big cities and you go out to like the countryside in Greece, it just felt like every random person wanted to like be my best friend. To be fair, I did have, the thing that was very funny in Greece was, before going there, I learned like a handful of phrases, right? That I've completely lost. Like, I don't even remember how to say hello at this point. But I learned like some helpful phrases in Greek, just for the hell of it. I was using them just to try to be less of an obnoxious tourist if I could be. And people would think I was Greek. Like I would get in, you know, say hello, whatever, in Greek, and then they would just start speaking like full Greek at me. And I'm like, American.
Hey, are you okay?
Yes.
Not like that, because they
What's
actually,
going on?
almost every single person I
way.
met in Greece
That
could speak
monster just
English,
doesn't
like
give
well.
up.
What? I thought we killed that thing.
No, it's been waiting for you.
He's playing with us. Carlos.
Accent
you
must have
think
been
that it's
native, like I have
unstoppable?
no idea.
No,
I
don't think so. I'm sorry, Jill, but I've got to go take care of a few things.
To be fair, I'm
Oh,
sure a
and
lot of
bad news.
tourists
Nikolai is
probably
still
don't learn
alive.
any Greek,
Nikolai. Are you sure?
because I didn't even like
Yes.
learn it
I don't know
properly. I
how,
had no
but I
idea
do
how to
know
read
that
it.
He is our enemy.
Didn't learn the
Remember,
alphabet
don't trust
whatsoever.
him.
That was the good one. Didn't learn like grammar or anything. Literally just like memorized phrases. That was it. That was all I did. But it was enough to fool so many people. Like so many like taxi drivers, like hotel employees, whatever. Just I would go up, say hello, and they would all think I was Greek. It happened so much while I was there. Boosh. Sit down, big bitch. I bet bitch can't even swim. Thank you. I'll be taking that. Yup. It really helped that my social anxiety stopped me from talking for like the first 5 or so years. My my Spanish accent is like gone, but what was funny for a bit, no mind thrower, not yet, was in school I learned Spanish, like Spanish. But then when I picked it up, like legitimately, when I actually learned Spanish when I was in Florida, I picked up Mexican Spanish while I was down there. So my Spanish had a noticeable Mexican accent that now that I haven't really spoken Spanish at all since I moved back, I've lost it, along with most of my Spanish skill. Just, I don't even speak it well to begin with at this point, but the dialect and the accent for me with my Spanish was strongly Mexican, which threw people off a lot. When I would whip out the Spanish, and you got this guy who comes up in English and is like, "Oh, how's it going there, eh? Beautiful day," or sorry, beautiful day. And then conversation flips to Spanish, and it's like full Mexican dialect. Latin Spanish is pretty noticeably different. But the main thing you'll notice in a lot of words is them not using the TH sound. Or the, what's it? The double L sound. And just with a lot of Spanish, like, oh shit. What I picked up while studying Spanish independently was a huge thing that defines, like, accents in Spanish is almost more like the cadence of things, right? It's almost more like a... I'm trying to think of it. Like a difference in rhythm, almost. Like just the way that it flows is how you'll really hear it. Because like even still now, like I can hear Spanish being spoken and I can like know what the accent is most of the time. Granted, if it's one that I'm familiar with. Mexican Chole. I want to fix up my Spanish, but man, this whole Japanese thing, chat, not easy. Don't know if you've ever heard. But yeah, kinda not easy, actually. Kinda hard language for an English speaker to learn. Save now. We just saved. Oh. I haven't actually heard enough of the RE4 Spanish voice lines to hear if it's Spain or Latin. It's... RE4 Spanish is weird. The Ganado Spanish is really odd. It... honestly... I don't know if it's just because I grew up playing RE4, but to me, it just kind of sounds like its own thing. And they don't have that many unique voice lines. So they're like... for Tibby's sake, there's probably not that much that you haven't heard. Because there really aren't that many voice lines to begin with. But RE4's Spanish is fucking weird. It really just sounds like its own thing. Could it be some regional accent? Maybe. You a weeb or something? I learned it for work. I'm learning it for work still. But at this point, it's also become almost like an addiction. I've sunk so many hours into it, and it is really hard. But at the same time, like, I've always been a bit of a language nerd. I love studying languages and learning about them. And Japanese, just, there's so much to learn. Like, it's just such a deep language. And that's what makes it so hard. That's why it takes so many hours to become, like, proficient with it. But there's just so much, and it makes it so rewarding to study and, like, have those moments start to pop up where you genuinely start to understand it. Or, like, the moments that I'm having a lot, not on stream yet with Yakuza, but, like, when I'm playing those Yakuza games, just even the fact that I can have moments where I'm like, the subtitles didn't match. That's not what they said. Just having the moments where I can hear the spoken Japanese while reading the English, and, like, my brain is able to pick up that they're different. It feels great. Just because it is such a hard language to, like, even get up to that point. I forgot a word there. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. No. Excuse me? Phantom Bullet? Hello? I forget the dogs' heads explode with the Magnum. This is so wild. Wait a minute. The next document that I need. Is it the one right here? Yeah, it's the one right here. Doesn't this guy have one, or is it another guy? Oh yeah, no, it is this guy. Hold on. Okay. Still cooking. Still cooking. Next is that one. Oh, okay. We got time before that one. Chat, we just saved not even that long ago. Like after Carlos. Also, no, I did not learn Japanese for the Yakuza series. I started studying Japanese after playing Ace Combat 3. So I started studying it almost like a full year before we even started the Yakuza stuff. The Kenzan video was just the first video where I ever needed to, like, really use it. But there was like a year of studying before that. And now, apparently, that Kenzan English patch is still around and is probably not that far away, actually. So, fuck me, I guess. Oh, hold on. Gotta open it. A good one. That's not quite what I'm going for. Okay. The good one twice in a row. Jesus Christ, chat. We're gonna need longer cooldowns. God damn. Get me out of there before the little worms even get a chance. It's on cooldown, fucker. Kiss my ass. Blam. Blam. One. One. Look at that. Look at that. More heals that I'm not gonna touch. Because we're too kitted out with infinite ammo bullshit to even need it. At least I went the right way this time in the park. I almost went this way first, but I caught myself. Which is progress. I at least noticed before we were like all the way over here, and then I realized that I forgot the key. Also, Tass, did you like the stream before you said that grinds my gears pun? Better have. Yes? Then you're safe from the mods for now. Holy. Wait a minute. I needed a red. Did you like the other 10-minute stream, though? That's a good question. Did you? Wasn't here for that? Wrong answer. Mods. Get his ass. First aid spray? Do I still have 2 full? I think I do. First aid spray cases. Wait. I have the reloading tool on me. Every once in a while, you just hit one of these stretches in an RE game where it's a whole lot of item boxing. And it's kind of painful. But then, what I always like to remind myself in times like this is that I could be doing, I could be making hollow point rounds in Red Dead Redemption 2 instead. It can always be so much worse. A ban command? Absolutely not. You guys do not get to ban each other. What is it, bad? In Red Dead 2, to make hollow points in that game, you have to go out like into the wilderness where there's nothing so that you can set up camp. And then you have to sit down by the campfire and pull out some bullets and your knife. And you just have to start carving X's into the tips of every single bullet manually. So if you want to make like a solid amount of bullets, because you're probably not going to do this aside from every once in a while, because it takes a long time to do it. You just, you run out of hollow points, you find somewhere to camp, sit down, and just start spamming the button so that you just sit there and you carve out, like, I don't know, 200 to 400 of these fuckers in one go for, like, your rifles, your pistols, everything. And then you're done. And then you have good ammo for the next, like, few hours of the game, probably. But then you're eventually going to run out again. And you're gonna need to go set up camp and make some more hollow points. Because here's the thing, you don't need the hollow points. You don't need them at all, really. But they do so much more damage than a standard round does, that it's kind of silly not to use them, especially considering that all you need to do to get them is just sit down and carve the X into the tip. It doesn't cost any additional resources. You literally just have to take the time to do it, and they're free. It's just a patience test. A really brutal patience test. Okay, supervisor's report is the next one we want. It's this one, okay. Got them in the right order. There's 2 of them in this room. And I don't know which is which until I grab one, and by then it's too late. Never bothered in single player. I always had hollow points when I was doing the 100%. Always. Got to keep those things on you.
Mission terminated. Return immediately. Repeat. All supervisors return immediately.
They're incredible in single player. They just drop people in like 1 or 2 shots. So again, like it's so worth it because they're basically free. You just have to give up a little bit of time to do it.
Stay alive up until now.
And you seem to be doing a pretty good job of looking out for yourself. How about helping out?
I have no intention of helping you.
Because we're nothing but pawns in all this?
In a manner of speaking, you are. Our employers wanted a detailed analysis of the zombie beings which were created through infection by the T-virus.
The zombie beings.
You're saying that they deliberately sent in a military unit to be butchered by their creations?
Not exactly. Although the conditions encountered on this operation were extreme, it was an unexpected outcome that the team would be wiped out. We were only required to collect live data from the subjects.
Ah!
Another mutant!
I got the documents in the right order, right? Yep. So then... Oh my god, that was gross. Wait a minute. What? Something is off here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. What? Director's diary should be 20. Oh, never mind. No, nothing's off. Never mind. Red Dead Online had so much potential, but Rockstar only cared about GTA Online. It's hard to blame Rockstar in that position, because, like, they could put all those resources into Red Dead, and it could be amazing. But Red Dead had not sold like GTA 5, right? So they could just put the same resources into GTA 5 instead, and just make more money for the same effort. The same, development costs and everything. It's hard to blame them, but I really wish that Red Dead 2's online was treated better, for sure. Total failure. No, I'm not saying that it failed or anything. Is it dead? But compare it to GTA. And just, yeah. Yeah. Isn't GTA 5... trying to think. Just Rockstar standards are crazy. No. Rockstar doesn't view Red Dead 2 as a failure or anything. It's literally just this other game is currently ongoing. We could put the same money and effort into this one instead and just make more money. Because the other one performed better. It's not that Red Dead 2 was like a failure in their eyes or anything. Just same work, but potential to make like double or triple the money from the same amount of work. Like, honestly, anyone would have made that decision, right? It's just, I wish that Red Dead Online had gotten more than it did, because I love Red Dead 2. I think Red Dead 2 is definitely Rockstar's best work. But it is what it is. Except for Roman in GTA 4. I love Roman. Don't you dare. How could you? I think Rockstar does not get enough credit for being right there with like Kojima's shit in terms of just making games that are like right on that perfect middle ground of video game and movie. Just right where they need to be in terms of like just enough of both components to make it just such a good experience. Because like Naughty Dog, in my opinion, way too far on the movie side, not enough game side. With stuff like Uncharted and Last of Us, not as huge on it. But Rockstar and like Kojima's shit, I'm trying to think if there's like a third that's like right on that perfect middle ground of both of them. So I feel like there is, and I'm just forgetting it.
Jill, listen very carefully.
Didn't the main Rockstar writer retire? He just did, yeah.
Directly into the city as soon as day breaks.
Like a couple years
The
ago.
explosion will be powerful enough to destroy everything.
Was it a couple
Are you
years
sure
ago?
about that?
It feels
Positive.
like it was.
I heard it straight from a supervisor.
They'll go this far to cover their tracks?
Come on. we
Pretty
have to
heavy on the
hurry. There
long
isn't
horse
much
ride
time left.
exposition. If you're not playing your cowboy game, sorry, let me rewind. If you're complaining about horse riding in your cowboy game, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. I'm there for the horse riding. That's a core piece of the experience. It's like playing GTA and not wanting to drive cars. Not a fan of Sony's movie games. I think Sony's are pretty alright for the most part. I haven't played the new God of Wars, so I can't speak on those at all. But like, Spider-Man's good shit. Like the Spider-Man stuff a lot. Just Last of Us particularly, I'm not big on. Still haven't played the second one. But I've kind of always been the guy in the back screaming that The Last of Us is good, but maybe not that good. And for a long time, I got a lot of shit for that take, but as time goes on, it becomes less and less of a hot take with time. I'm starting to feel a bit validated more and more. If the story is good, I'll take it. Yeah, like if that's what they're trying to do and the story's fine, then like, sure. But like, I don't know. The Last of Us, I still want it to be a game. Because you know what you know what else just everyone else loved, at least at the time, and I was never big on? And this is, again, a more popular take now. You'll hear a lot more people say this now. But I was never big on the Telltale games. Or, like...
I will stick my finger in your teeth.
What's the studio that did, like, Heavy Rain and Detroit and all that? I've never been big on those games. Because I still, like... I want to play a game, you know? If it's... You know, you hear people complain that Red Dead doesn't have enough gameplay. Fair enough. Like, half of the time spent playing Red Dead is, like, horse riding or cutscene, right? Absolutely. But the other half is still a game. But with, like, the... I always refer to it as, like, the choose-your-own-adventure format. It's literally just the story. With maybe, like, a quick, you know, QTE that pops up once in a while. But it really is just story. Crystal Dynamics, thank you. I haven't played their, like, first game in that format. Is it called... It's like Fahrenheit? Something like that. I hear it's good, but I've not played it. I've actually heard from a lot of people that it's one of their better games. Oh no, David Cage. Yeah, David Cage. That's the thing, right? David Cage gets memed a lot now, but for a long time, people loved his shit. Indigo Prophecy, thank you. For a long time, people loved David Cage's storytelling. Then again, people really loved, like, around the same time, people were huge on, like, the walking sim horror genre too. Just that era of, like, the most popular games, especially in, like, online circles, is really weird looking back on it. Because, like, all of those, I guess, genres now, we look back on and we're like, these were kind of not great. Like, general reception on those has soured a lot, like, a decade on. But back when, like, Amnesia and Outlast and Heavy Rain and all that stuff was coming out, dude, those were, like, the popular games for a bit. Am I even setting this up right? We'll see. See if this works. Oh yeah, I think I did. Did I do it? Let me in. And then... Oh, wrong one. Boom. I think Rockstar has really good movie games. Some of the best. I would say that, like, Red Dead 2 is up there with, like, MGS 3 or something like that. Personally, at least. Card key. You played Outbreak? I have 2 Outbreak videos on the channel. Oh, I went through the door? Fuck. I was spamming the button while sliding along the wall, trying to get the map. I guess I went through the door. Oh, come on now. What is the Citizen Kane of video games? Trying to think. Super Metroid? No, see, Super Metroid is good. And the Film Bros. Here they come. I did it. I did it. Super Metroid is the best. The best game ever made? No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Who here knows my answer for best game ever made? I have it. It's not even like I definitively think this is the only one and you could never pick any other. But just... It's not even like my favorite game ever made, but just... I have one that I do genuinely think is the best game. Metroid Zero Mission. Yes, that's it. That would be it. It's Metroid Zero Mission, boys. I know it. I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. I thought someone was gonna get it right away. But I guess I haven't rambled about it for a minute. Resident Evil 4 2005? No. Leisure Suit Larry. Doom 3. Honey Pop. Yeah, it's Honey Pop. Yup. He got it. It's Honey Pop. Everyone knows it. Everyone's been talking about it. That's it. Hint. I can give you a hint that narrows it down a lot. Someone's gonna guess it after I give this hint, for sure. But it at least narrows it down because the range is so wide right now for what everyone is guessing. It came out in 1998. Go. While I figure out if I can grab this note right here yet. This is the monitoring room, right? Oh my god, yeah, it's an RE stream, so everyone said RE2 when I said that. No. I didn't even think about that. I didn't consider it. It's Ocarina of Time. It's Ocarina of Time. That's my pick. If I had to choose one, I would choose that one. I should have known. I'm surprised it took that long. I'm surprised it even took the hint, to be honest. But I guess I really haven't done that in a minute. I haven't talked about Ocarina in a minute. I like Wind Waker more? No. Wind Waker was better? No. No. I used to be one of those filthy casuals. The filthiest of casuals who said that Majora's Mask was the best Zelda game. I used to be one of them. I know. Shame on me. I used to be one. No longer. My eyes have been opened in recent years. What's so good about Ocarina of Time? You just gotta play it. It's one of those games where you play it and you just get it. You just feel it. That actually could work. No, I didn't mean to hit check. God damn it. When are you playing the Zelda games? I actually... Right after I started the Armored Core stuff, I think it was after I did the AC2 video, I tried to start up a Zelda series, like, alongside the Armored Core stuff. But it flopped so hard because I jumped the gun thinking that I had, like, enough viewership to just do whatever the fuck I wanted at that point, when I absolutely didn't. So that video fell flat on its face, like, about as hard as it possibly could have. I was like, oh, okay. Another time, someday. But today is not the day. Is that right? That's right. That looks right. Boom. Incredible how after years of actually Majora's Mask was better, we've looped back around to Ocarina as the best game of all time. I think what happened is we all, including me, I'm part of this because I did for years. I was like, Majora's Mask is the best Zelda. Any other answer is wrong. Has to be. I replayed Ocarina a couple times and Majora's Mask, and I was like, you know what? Majora's Mask has the best vibes out of any Zelda game by a fucking mile, but it just doesn't play as well as Ocarina. Like, Ocarina just goes on this amazing journey the whole way through, and it just, the pacing is almost perfect. There's one specific point where I'm like, they fucked up here. But other than that, pacing's almost perfect. Dungeon design, aside from the water temple, is the best in the series. Fuck you, water temple. The general progression, like just the rate at which you unlock the items and everything becomes available. Definitely the best out of the Zelda series. Like, every time you get a new item, there's so much shit to go and get out in the open world that you just couldn't before. Like, it was there, you saw it, but you didn't know how to get it, and then you get that item, and you legit can go to any fucking area in the game with that new item and get something. It's just... They so nailed it with Ocarina. Just absolutely nailed it. Am I already? Yeah, I guess I am. Someone just mentioned Peanut Butter Gamer in 2025. I haven't thought of that guy in years. Never watched Peanut Butter Gamer. I know of him. Like I know I know his face when you say it.
Nikolai?
That's about what I know of him. Was he part of what was it called? Normal Boots? Was he part of that? Right?
Since I'll be the only one who knows what really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
Then why kill me? I'm not on their payroll.
I think so. He was. Okay.
What you eliminated for reasons
I never really watched any of the Normal Boots guys in general outside of Gerard.
Confirmation of your death.
That's great. Except I have no intention of contributing to your retirement fund.
He had a Zelda month every year? Really? I never watched Zelda content on YouTube. I died a little when you said that. So did I. It's true, though. The only Normal Boots guy that I actually watched was the completionist. Don't you have a decomp tutorial? Yes, but it's fairly out of date at this point. A lot of it still holds up, but they've updated it so much over the years that it's not very accurate to like the current version anymore. Wait a minute. I didn't get the disc. Shit, where's the disc? I missed it. And he's mysteriously vanished. Who could ever wonder why? He's definitely... Well, my guess would be that he's definitely... Oh. I found the disc. He's definitely doing YouTube stuff behind the scenes now. Almost certainly. I've talked about this before, but like most YouTubers who get really, really big and actually build up a good like management skill set, that's what they end up doing when they retire from their channel, is they'll go and manage other channels like professionally. Almost in like a corporate setting, not fully corporate, but something sort of similar. I actually have gotten job offers like that from random companies through like LinkedIn and stuff to go and manage YouTube channels for various different things. And half the time it's completely random. Just 100%. Like one of them that I remember specifically, they were like, yeah, we want to start like a channel focused around like professional wrestling. And we think that you'd be a great manager for it. And I'm like, why the fuck do you think that? I don't know shit about wrestling. He ran a charity scam, not a good look. You'd be fucking shocked. Because most companies that are looking to start these channels and manage them and like fund them and everything, they don't give a shit about like the optics of the behind the scenes people. Because it doesn't matter. Like who manages these channels never really ends up being public in any way, shape, or form. All I know is that wrestling is fake. I do know that. And even then, what if it's not? What if that's just the lies that have been fed to us by big...
Missile attack confirmed.
All
personnel evacuate.
Big boxing. Oh. The bumps aren't fake. It wasn't fake when Jeff Hardy did Swan. What the fuck is a swan tan? If wrestling is fake, how do you explain The Undertaker coming back to life, huh? It's true. He makes a good point, chat. How do you explain that? How could it be? I love professional wrestling scripts. They are so goofy. And it's just so, like, my sense of humor. Which YouTuber do you think will never be in controversy? I feel like the only way to not... even then, I was gonna say the only way to not end up in controversy is to just completely do your own thing.
Jill,
But even then, like, you can't stay out of controversy. You can stay out of drama with other people, most likely. That one needs to get turned up. But not controversy that way.
I got us a ride. The chopper engines are running and ready to go.
On my way.
The city's about to become ground
I don't
zero.
know.
Hurry up. And don't forget to take that device with you.
Because, like, controversy,
Do?
a lot of the
Device tracks
time,
the distance of the approaching missile.
doesn't even
Make
rely
sure
on,
you
like,
bring
a
it with
creator
you.
doing wrong. It can literally just be
Don't
people
give
taking
up.
issue with
You're both
anything.
gonna survive this. Just get over
Like,
here.
False was filling me in lately on, there was this video of Corey Kenshin that came out a bit ago, where he was getting his hair done.
Warning.
And at one point in the video, the woman doing his hair was like an influencer who does hair stuff for like Instagram or whatever the fuck.
Emergency.
And so she posted the video of like styling his hair. And in that video, you can see that as she walks in front of him, he kind of peeks down, takes a little peek at the ass, you know? Takes a little peek. And a bunch of like Corey Kenshin fans genuinely like spun this up into a huge controversy. So a lot of the time, it's not even from like the creator doing something that's like horrible or anything. People will just find something. It just happens. Okay, this is the next. I thought I missed one. My man. No, but like genuinely, it became like a huge issue among the fandom for some fucking reason. The dude just looked at some ass. It happens. Everyone's looking at ass. Rest in peace, False. Yeah, he's probably gonna disappear for a bit. Just of all the things. Why? Your brain says no, but your eyes say too late. It kind of is though. Like it's just one of those things that like you just do it without thinking sometimes. How was that controversial? Because people turned it into like a big thing. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe that he would stare at her ass like that. How could he? My goat. My goat looked at ass. Oh, I got the diary. Thank God. Okay, it does pop immediately. August 7th. 2 weeks have passed since that day. My wounds have been healed, but I just can't forget it. For most people, it's history now. But for me, whenever I close my eyes, it all comes back clearly. Zombies eating people's flesh and the screams of my teammates dying. No, the wounds in my heart are not healed yet. August 13th. Chris has been causing a lot of trouble recently. What's with him? He seldom talks to the other police members and is constantly irritated. The other day, he punched Elran of the boys' crime department. Hold on. Just for accidentally splashing Chris's face with coffee. The boys' crime department? Sorry. The boys' crime department? What the fuck does that mean? Also, what am I missing here? Junior detectives? Maybe? The boys? Yeah, like the popular comic / Amazon Prime series, The Boys, obviously. At False, how old is Corey Kenshin again? Remind me, just on the topic of people legitimately like trying to cancel him for taking a peek at some ass. I immediately stopped Chris, but when he saw me, he just gave me a wink and walked away. I wonder what happened to him. August 15th, midnight. Chris, who has been on a leave of absence for a vacation, called me, so I visited his apartment. As soon as I walked into his room, he showed me a couple of pieces of paper. They were part of a research report entitled as simply G. Then Chris told me that the nightmare still continues. He went on to say that it's not over yet. Ever since that day, he has been fighting all by himself without rest, without even telling me. He's 32 years old. Yeah. August 24th. Chris left town today to go to Europe. Barry told me that he would send his family to Canada and then he would follow Chris. I decided to remain in Raccoon City for a while because I know that the research facility in this city will be very important to this entire case. In a month or so, I'll be joining with the team somewhere in Europe. That's when my real battle begins. Jibble's diary. We got it. It's off the list.
Checking system. Checking data. Warning. There is
Homelander done kidnapped me, son. I've never watched the show. It's a great show. You should watch it. It's genuinely, it's so good. I fucking love The Boys. The Boys and what's it? And Invincible are like the two shows on Amazon that just give me a reason to keep my Amazon Prime. and then I cancel it once the show's seasons are over, and then I'll renew it whenever the shows are back. Uh-oh. Nemi, don't spit on me yet.
Rail cannon has been activated. Executing quick charge program. Preparing system. Fire.
Just to watch a show. Yeah, I don't normally keep Amazon Prime. I don't use it enough to really always have it. I don't order stuff on Amazon like frequently enough to justify it. So, just if The Boys has stuff that I haven't seen or Invincible, then I'll pick it up real quick, and then once I'm done, cancel it again. This is a terrible spot to be with Nemi. What the fuck was that? How screwed am I? Oh, okay. Oh, not screwed. What the fuck? Yeah, come on, big bitch. Yeah.
Warning. System overheating. Entering cooldown mode.
You know what? I'm gonna try the one right here, the live selection that I've never done before. Legitimately never once in my life. I always shoot the bitch at the end. So for once, I want to see what happens if I just say, ignore it and evacuate. And I'm kind of expecting it to be a whole lot of nothing, but I just want to see it. Is that it? Is that all I get? If that is legitimately it, then I will never do it again for the rest of my life. I think that's actually just it. She just goes through the door. No cutscene or anything with it. Just actual door transition. And then wait, the chopper's already here? What?
I guess
Oh,
we're
it's
all
Carlos
set.
flying.
All right, then, we're out of here.
I don't even get to see my goat.
Oh no.
It's here.
Well, I've seen it now.
It's time to go.
No berry either. Disgusting. Why even give me these choices if there's just one clear set that's significantly better?
This time they've gone too far.
Why even give me the choices? Why bother? If I don't get berry, if I don't get, I'll give you stars, I don't want it.
And now we have a rather
don't.
unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President and Federal Council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation, and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark. Our hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City.
It's like a mix of Fallout and RE. No, it wiped everything. Because that's the whole point. Otherwise, the BOWs would have spread from there. They wouldn't have just stayed in the big old crater. You see the, the aftermath of it a bit at the end of Outbreak. I think it's Outbreak 1 that you see it. And it's just nothing. It's genuinely just nothing. Still not as good for credits music as RE2. Where's my sick-ass guitar riff? Fitting for this game? No, I want my sweet guitar licks. One of my buddy's accounts is almost certainly hacked. I've seen this sort of Discord scam before. Hold on, should we see chat? Should I try to see live? He literally just messaged me 2 minutes ago, and this is absolutely not him. Should I see? So what now? Now, mercenaries. C rank? Not terrible. I've had worse runs. I've had worse. What's the text say? Wait, I got a costume? Chat. Did I just get the last costume? The final one? Hold on, whose epilogue is this? He's asking me to take a look at a game that he and a couple other guys made. Oh, it's Leon. Leon Scott Kennedy is confronted with a man who claims to be a US government agent. Leon says, "Leave Sherry alone. She's innocent. She knows too much," the man replies. He looks at Leon and says, "But you have value. This is a good deal. Make your choice." Without regret or hesitation, Leon closes his eyes and then sharply responds. Scott? Yeah, we all know that it's not Scott. The S in the middle, his initial, it's for sex. Leon the Sex Kennedy. We all know that that's the actual full name. And despite Capcom trying to tell us otherwise. But yeah, the try our game scam is really common on Discord. He's live responding.
So many erections!
He stopped responding. I asked him where we met, and he threw out like the name of something that this guy and I have in like our past, like our shared past, that you could have found just looking through his Discord. But it's not where we met, and I just asked him what it was, and he stopped responding. I need to go and see if I got the costume, because now I need to know. Call him.
It all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by...
I'm skipping the intros. I just want to see if I have the costume. See you around. Is it Wessam? Is that how you say it? Wessam? How do you say it? He might already be gone. I might have asked too late. Sam. Is it
September 28th,
is it Sam like that, or is it Sam? Is it Sam? Sam? What now? Jill is now deaf. Is it Sam, like the name Sam?
We've got to get out of here.
What? What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my daughter out there. How dare you
Way some?
outside?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry about your daughter, but there isn't gonna be any rescue.
Call me UDR then.
Out of here.
No.
Oh, Chat, he's getting the answers wrong. He's not. He's not getting the answers right, man. I don't think that guy's legit. What tells you that? I just needed to take like the... Yeah, there we go. I am just gonna grind mercenaries, but I want to see if that actually is the 5th costume. No, I asked him to call me a bit ago. This is not the first time I've gotten this message from this account, but it's been weeks. I asked him for a call a bit ago and just could not get him to call me, which is like, whatever. I just figured it was hacked. But... Sorry. The Nigerian prince is nostalgic. Wait, did I grab the boutique key? Hold on. Wait a minute. I don't think I did. I didn't. How could I forget? And just called my mom a slur. I'm waiting for the crash out. I've now called out that it's definitely a hacked account, but I'm getting no response, and the account went from away to offline right after I said nice hacked account. So I'm waiting for either crash out or just complete silence from this point on. It'll be one or the other. Think of all the real Nigerian princes trying to give their money away but getting written off as scams. It's probably tragic. How could I have forgotten the boutique key? I'm literally just here for the costume. Normally I just get silence. Yeah. I kind of live for the crash out though, so I try to bait it. Admittedly. The crash out is the best part. TLDR, this is a guy that I know from game dev back in the day. And when I asked where did we meet, he threw out the team that we both worked on. Which is not where we met. We were both on that team, but again, you could see that just from looking through his Discord. So I was like, oh, okay. What was that team? And he just said game development. I was like, okay. I asked him, who was this game for? And he just named another guy on the team. He just threw out another first name of a guy on the team. I'm like, oh my god. Boutique time. And the long pauses after each question were definitely him going to the old team Discord server and looking through it to try to get the answer. We have all the costumes. All 5 of them. Chat, we don't need to do an A rank run of this game. There's no reward for it. There's no point. Yeah, hold on. Let me go double check. There's no reason to do an A rank run. Right? No. There's no unlockable that comes from it. Are we done? No, we got mercenaries and we have to get all the epilogues still. Well, and that's Regina. That's the one I was just wearing. That's the Dragon of Raccoon City. Oh. Wait a minute. Capcom. Capcom. Come on now. Were you guys even trying to keep it classy at this point? Like, the biker costume was a little like, all right, I see what we're doing here. But like, come on. The handcuffs on the waistband and everything. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is not a real police uniform. This is like a sexy police officer Halloween costume. Capcom. Fetish Jibble. I thought the last costume was a little like, okay, we all see what we're doing here, right? But this is crazy. And yes, I haven't worn it for a full run yet. But if you happen to miss this one, then allow me to just show you all the Dragon of Raccoon City. Jill Valentine. Look up 1998. Police uniform. Women's. No, dude. It's not like that. They got like a full jacket on. Yeah, no. No. Some of them do have skirts. But even then, not most of them. And they apparently banned female police officers from wearing skirts a bit ago. But yeah, no, it is just sexy police officer costume. I'm sad that I didn't get a crash out. The account just went offline, dude. I'm actually kind of sad. I was praying for the crash out. That's why I responded live. I was like, I'm doing this now because if I get a crash out, it will be funny. So I'm very disappointed that the account just logged out as soon as I said that.
Resident Evil.
You shouldn't have said nice hacked account. What, I could have taken him for a ride? Just stalled as much as possible, been a massive pain in this guy's ass. Let him on for like a week. Hell yeah. I gotta do the Carlos. Tried to ransom you. It probably would have just been phishing. Maybe it would have been ransomware. But considering he got this guy does not have like any social media presence or anything like that.
In order to dispose of the
I think he would have just it probably just would have been generic phishing software, maybe ransomware software, but
that there will be various obstacles.
Probably just phishing.
So do not be afraid to use whatever means necessary.
I don't know, maybe.
To reach your goal. Good luck.
False, what is happening in your Discord server? Why is there... I just randomly tabbed over while I was waiting. Started clicking mindlessly without thinking. Why is there so much Armored Core happening in your server today? What's going on over there? Hmm?
Cole likes rimming.
No, I don't. No, I do not. Granted, can't say I've tried, but I don't think I would. Probably not. Maybe, but probably not. No judgment here. Can't say I've tried, so I don't know. I'm not speaking from experience, but I don't think so. Probably. I don't think that's worth it. I don't know. I don't know what is and isn't worth it for Carlos, to be honest. You fucking bitch. Still got my shot. I'm so sad. That hacker though, if he's doing the like try out my game scam, bro, can you imagine how excited he was when he got like the work Discord account of a game dev, like a AAA dev? He was like, oh my god, jackpot! Thought he had it in the bag. Unfortunately for him, most game devs are aware enough of basic Discord scams to know. It's the opposite of jackpot. Oh god. Because also, like, initially when he first reached out, I was like, I know where you're working, and you are not working on indie stuff. I think that one is False's favorite. I don't know how I want to route Carlos for actually trying to, like, complete the whole thing. Like, I don't know what I want to do and what I don't want to do. How much ammo I'm gonna need for this or that, or like, I don't really know how to play this out, like, properly for a completion. But I want to get at least one, like, full clear with Carlos, just to round it out. I got one for Nikolai, I got one for Mihail. We've gotten the practice in. We've invested the time now. Holy handgun bullets, though, dude. Jesus Christ. It's so many. How long will it take to 100% this? You know, this has been the longest one. Well, actually, I don't think we've played this more than we played RE2 yet. So I guess kind of scratch that statement just a little bit. I thought that this would be the longest one, but now that I know that we don't need like a high rank clear, and we only have like 1 mercenaries unlockable left, and then just 3 run-throughs of the campaign for the rest of the epilogues, it shouldn't be that bad from this point on. Actually. Oh, but then I have to play Survivor. RE3, take your time, actually. Just take your sweet, sweet time. Oh my god, I'm out. This feels not worth it. Survivor is kind of small. Yes, but it has a lot of like replay value stuff built in. So I think Survivor will be like roughly RE1 100% in length. But that's still more Survivor than I want to play, to be real with you. Because I played Survivor, when I played it for the review, I played it in 1 sitting. It was about 2 hours. It was a little under 2 hours for the first playthrough. I played it in 1 sitting, and by the time I was done with it, I was so fucking bored. So... like, here's the thing, right? Playing Survivor on stream will be the longest I've ever played Survivor in 1 sitting. Doing like a 3-hour stream of it. It'll be the most Survivor I've ever played in a single day when we do that. So it'll be an experience, certainly. Why do all these ladies have the same hair and dress? Old PS1 stuff. They put in a lot of zombies, but they didn't have enough unique models. Also, yes, fashion. Everyone in Raccoon City dresses the exact same. But no, like, Survivor has branching paths. Not story-wise. Well, actually, story-wise, kind of. You're such a bitch. Kind of story-wise, not really. Not in any important sense, at least. Despite what some will tell you. Not really. Really, it just changes, like, what levels you go through in very small ways. Like, it'll be the same general progression through the game, but then, like, there are 3 paths that you can go down from this one room. And depending which door you go through, you get a different sequence for, like, the next 10 rooms or so. And then you're back to the one linear path again. And there's a few of those moments throughout the game. And depending on what path you go down, you can find different guns that aren't available on the other paths. And to complete the entire game, you have to collect all the guns because your guns actually carry over. It's like a New Game Plus thing. So your guns carry forward. Not terrible. It's just... It's really not going to take long, but it's more RE Survivor than Chole would want to play. Is all. Than most people would probably want to play. Especially in, like, a single sitting. Boring and repetitive, yeah. Shouldn't be that bad, though. And then after that is CV, right? That sounds right. CV. CV is goated. Don't listen to anyone telling you otherwise. CV is a great classic Resi title. Okay. CV is after Survivor. Check the playlist. You playing CV on PS2? No, Dreamcast version. The good one. Well, every version of CV is just varying degrees of good. Just all slightly different versions of the same game. For Chole, the Dreamcast version is still the best version. A ton of people do swear by CVX though. There's barely any difference. CVX adds weird padding that really breaks up the pacing of the game in weird ways, and also adds just weird like, I guess, shit, consistency issues almost that aren't present in the Dreamcast version. Cutscenes? Yeah, and a couple gameplay things, but very small on the gameplay. Mostly cutscene stuff. Okay, Carlos. Chole is holding down the trigger for the record. You know, the one that's supposed to shoot environmental hazards instead of enemies. It still didn't work there. All of CV is don't forget the fire extinguisher. Why am I hearing a lot about him? Actman? He's been really big in like the video essay scene for years now. And he's an interesting case in terms of like, you ask, is he good? It's an interesting question to answer, but the best way that Chole could describe it is Actman is far more personally biased than most people in the space are. So a lot of the time, his reviews don't feel like they're fair and neutral assessments of the games themselves. It's more just like, is the game what he wanted it to be? And it really shows in some weird cases. Where like he'll review a game that's genuinely pretty damn good, but he'll just be like, this isn't what I wanted it to be. And so he'll shit on it, and the title of the video will be like, why is this game so bad? Personal opinions, which is not bad. It's not bad to have opinions. It's not bad to present opinions, but he rubs a lot of people, including me, and I would consider myself somewhat of a fan. I think he does a great job. And yes, Caveman just got so delayed from that. He does a great job with like presentation and writing and a lot of that, but he treats his opinion as objective. Like, game is bad because I wanted this and it's not this, so game is shit. It's just a matter of how you approach putting your personal bias into videos. Like, when Chole does it, Chole goes out of his way to say, like, in my opinion, or personally, or whatever, right? To emphasize that this is just, like, a preference thing. This is a subjective thing. Whereas Actman is more, like, they do this, and this is terrible. This is dog shit. I don't know what they were thinking when they did this. It's just, it's all about approach. Hasn't he started stuff too? Not really. The Quantum TV thing, it's very unfair to say that he started that. He jumped in on that when it was existing drama and called out very bad behavior from Quantum, and it escalated with the two of them from there, but he by no means started it. And that's his biggest drama he's ever been in, for sure. Oh yeah, he did start shit with one of the larger, like, anti-woke gaming guys. Welcome. And the anti-woke guy, I can't remember his name, but I've seen him around before. But the anti-woke guy challenged him to a debate and was like, he'll never take it because he can't stand on his opinions. And Babyface? No, not that guy. Not the bald guy. And Actman went on for a debate that was live streamed by this guy. This completely ran circles. Andy Pants, thank you. Completely ran circles around him on stream. Made him look very dumb. Like, just totally dismantled his points and everything. And then Andy Pants gave him permission to download the VOD and, like, use it in his own content however he wanted, privately. And after Actman downloaded it, Andy Pants deleted the entire thing off of his channel, tried to act like it never happened. And Actman re-uploaded the entire thing to be like, hey, he's trying to hide this for some reason. Here you go. Here's the full thing. And then Andy Pants hit him with a copyright strike, despite, like, privately between the two of them having said, yeah, you can download this and do whatever you want with it. I don't care. And that got into a really big drama. That whole thing was very entertaining drama, I should add. Very, very good, entertaining YouTube drama. Very entertaining. I can't remember what game they were debating about specifically, like that started the whole thing. It was one specific game. Because Actman doesn't even have like a strong political lean in his content whatsoever. He was just calling out like really dumb shit that Andy Pants had said. And it led to this whole thing. And Andy Pants came out of it looking significantly worse than he did going in. Significantly worse. Internet doesn't forget. It really doesn't. With shit like that. Might have been Dragon Age. It might have been. Actman didn't like the new Dragon Age. I know that much. But it might have been that like initially kicked it off just because of all the discourse around it. But it was before that would have come out. He just doesn't stand on it to make points. Yeah, that's he definitely like as a person he has a lean, absolutely. But what's it? It's not like a point of his content, right? He doesn't make strong political arguments as like a point of his reviews ever or anything. He's not a guy who dips into politics typically. And even then, I feel like when he does dip into politics, he might have a slight right lean, but he is fairly central. At least from what I've seen. I definitely haven't seen like everything he's ever put out, but from what I gather of him, it seems like he might lean slightly right, but he seems pretty central. Oh, okay. I wish games and politics stayed separate. For most people, they do. Definitely. For the majority of people, they do. It's definitely one of those things that is a very loud minority on both sides of it. MGS? No, like games having politics as themes. I'm just talking like people treating politics as like a be-all end-all for video games. That's what I'm getting at more. Politics appear in games because games are media. They tell stories. Any creative medium with storytelling is going to have some politics in it, some political themes. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that's what we were talking about. Just like people being like, if this game does not line up with my politics, this is a terrible game that should not have been made. That's the stupid shit. Oh, was it Starfield? Bro, that's crazy because Actman didn't even like Starfield. I distinctly remember Actman on Twitter being like, man, this shit sucks. But was it actually about Starfield? I guess that just shows that he really didn't have like a personal stake in it. He was just like, no, you're just saying stupid shit. Because he didn't even like that game. These dogs probably aren't worth it. They're definitely not worth it. Definitely not. Who the fuck is David Jaffe? The creator of God of War. And Twisted Metal. Besides the very occasional times when he has an intergalactically dogshit take. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Mikkel. When he just kind of... He has those videos where it's just like, this game isn't exactly what I wanted, so I hate it. And then he treats that, like, personal preference as objective, like, fact that the game is shit. That's how this came up in the first place, was me talking about that. Okay, this is maybe an assault rifle room, just because they're so tightly packed. Yeah! Oh my god, thank you for bringing that up, Mikkel. I would have forgotten about that. Or... when Actman, and he said he wouldn't do this anymore because the Delta Force one really blew up in his face. Not that it was the first time he ever did it, but that was the one that really people did not like that. He would take like sponsored game reviews and just glaze the shit out of these games. And nowhere in the video would he disclose that it was a sponsored video. And he had a few of those before the, what's it? The Delta Force one really got people upset with him. And then he was like, all right, I'm gonna stop doing that. You guys are probably right on that. Thank the devs for the sponsor. No, so the only way that you would know it was a sponsored video would be if you went into the description of it. He would have like an affiliate link to Steam for you to purchase it. He would have like a tracking link for you to go buy the game. But outside of that, he wasn't disclosing it anywhere. And yeah, I totally forgot that he did that a bit. A few times. A few times. Opinion on the Rad Brad? I haven't watched him in years because... when I watched Brad, it was because I couldn't afford to buy the games. But Brad is one of the OG YouTubers that I grew up watching a shit ton of. Like way back, like 2012 or something. Isn't it illegal to not disclose sponsorships? Yes. Yes, it absolutely is, yes. Yes. Which is why I had called it out a couple times, just like when I would see it and someone would mention it in like my Discord server, I would be like, yeah, he's not supposed to do that. That's kind of fucked. But in general, people really didn't get on his shit about it until the Delta Force one. It's illegal? Yeah, it's illegal. You're legally required to disclose sponsors. I thought it was just against YouTube policies. No, it's a legal thing. You have to disclose when you're being paid to endorse a product. It's why every platform has that as a policy. Like YouTube has it, Twitch has it, Twitter fucking has it. Like literally every social media platform has that policy, and it's because it is just a legal issue. All of his sponsored videos disguised as reviews have received pushback, but the Delta sponsor definitely got the most, yeah. I remember the Payday 3 one got people pretty pissed off, because Payday 3 obviously did not launch in a great state, and that was one where he got paid to talk about the game, and just didn't disclose that they were paying him to talk about it. That was one of them. trying to remember. There was Delta Force, Payday. I feel like I just mentioned another one, right? Like literally just a minute ago. 4 seconds is not worth it. Is that why every YouTuber says at the beginning of the video that it's sponsored? Yeah. Exactly.
Go away!
And like YouTube, you'll notice when you click on videos that have sponsors, YouTube has like a built-in system where on the back end, there's a checkbox for us to click when we create the video, when we upload it, that is. That says like, yes, this video contains an endorsement. And in like the top left or the top right corner, you'll see it pop up when you first open the YouTube video. It'll have a little thing that says like this video contains a paid endorsement. Because I had to do that even like when I got given the key from the Starship Troopers devs, that's legally considered paid endorsement. Like even just if I get a key for a game and stream it for free like that, that is literally them paying me to stream the game, so I have to check the box. I don't know how to get enough time for Carlos to reach the end, honestly. It feels like Marvin is definitely not worth it for time. I come out of getting Marvin so negative on time and all I get is pistol ammo for doing it. I don't think Marvin is worth it. Timestamp YouTubers are S tier. You know what's really funny is a lot of my videos have timestamps on them, chat. But you might notice if you like go through the comments and the description that I don't timestamp my videos. Does anyone know why my videos have timestamps? The ones that do, that is. Auto timestamps? YouTube does it. YouTube will do it. It's funny because I left it on initially. Can't you turn it off? You can. But at least from what I've seen on my own stuff, YouTube does a perfectly fine job of it. Like, at least on the videos that I've seen it on of my own, I've never had an issue with where they put the timestamps or anything. I know, like, my Ace Combat videos got them. At least most of them do have auto timestamps on them. Where YouTube just automatically was like, here's the presentation part, here's the music part, here's the gameplay part. You want the timestamps? I don't mind them being there. I have not historically like gone in and timestamped them out. Not because I don't want them, but just it's never something I've done. I probably could. I easily could. But it's just not a step in the process that I've ever done. I have done it on the compilation videos, though. Those were me. What the fuck? Bear. Why is that so finicky? Oh shit. Not these bitches. I'm dead? Yeah, I knew it. Carlos is rough. At least Nikolai, you can get some really easy time stockpiles just because he has the knife. The issue with Carlos is trying to generate enough time to make it to the end. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'll figure it out at some point. Anyway, it is beyond that time. So once I get this saved, hold on. It is about that time. So.
I'm so fucking bad.
The bad one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing... What are we doing? Armored Core, Ace Combat, Metal Gear, Yakuza, a whole bunch of stuff. Come back for any of it. It's all good. Also, if you enjoyed on the YouTube side, feel free to go ahead and leave a like. Algorithm, you know how it goes. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube or Twitch to engage with the community, check out links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. They're all there. Or on Twitch, they're on the channel page or in chat commands. Sorry, I forget. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you always back here next time. I hope y'all have a great I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.